Hi everybody, this is Jennifer Hiles, and I guess I was just kind of looking for New York apartments, which is a pain in the butt. I'm trying to get clothes and stuff ready for today, which is really not fun, so I figured I would take a break from that and kind of answer people's questions that they're asking me to answer. With the apartment thing, I'm still looking for an apartment. It is hard to find one, so if you're from New York or anywhere from there or know anybody who could help me out, that would be so much of a help. It's really hard looking in South Dakota to New York trying to find a place. So if you can help me out that way, that would be really cool. But just some of the questions that people have been asking me. The tissue expanders, which are these? These are not a growth from the AVM. These are exactly the same thing as breast implants. So a little breast implant here and here. And like I said before, the port comes over here, or there's like a little tube, comes over here, and here's the port. They inject right here, and the fluid comes up around here and makes this bigger. And again, the port for this one is back here. It's about as big as a 20-ounce bottle cap or something. And it's not that bad, really. It's like a needle poke. Like, I haven't even been feeling it the last couple times. It just stretches a lot in here and pulls for a while. Depending on which fill and how much they fill it, I guess. It bothers me more and less sometimes. It's not really that bad, though. This is honestly, like, the easy part. And I think less than 3 weeks now, I'll already have my surgery done. So that's going to be, like, the hardest part. So this part, easy peasy. People are wondering why I had to have them on my face because it looks so silly. I agree, but I also understand why they have to be on my face. I guess if you look around, like the skin tissues on your head are different from that on the arm. So he just kind of wanted it to match. When he goes and puts this tissue over here, he just wants it to match. So that'll be the best option for like the long run. So that's why he's doing it that way. From my understanding, they're doing like a skin flap kind of thing, and if you look on other YouTube videos, you can kind of see what I mean by that, because I didn't even know what that meant until I had to look it up. This is just my guess of what they're going to do because they said skin flap, but like I said before, this expander is going to be used to fill in this skin after this is removed, and this expander is going to be used to fill in this skin. But in the ones that I've seen, like there's people with nose cancer and stuff, and say they're missing like this much of their nose. Like, I don't know if I'm a good explainer. I really talk in circles. I'm sorry. I'm gonna start this over. Okay, say that this is like this big. Like they would make like an outline for however much they're gonna need to replace, right? So an outline, and then they would take that outline and lay it across here, and then they would cut the skin out that they just outlined, and then take that skin and then move it over here, like transfer it on top of where the skin is needed to be, and then they would just sew it up around there. So I don't know if that makes sense to anybody, but if not, you can look up skin flaps on YouTube. People explain stuff way better than me. I'm horrible at it. Again, this is not for cosmetic reasons. It's not. That just is something that I have to accept that comes along with it. Obviously, there's no way that they're gonna like take out my AVM, which is all the pink that you can see on my face, my entire nose, in my gum line, and deep inside my tissues. It's just like arteries and veins and stuff. So if they remove that, I would just have a big open, like, caved in thing in my face, and I don't want that. So the face changing, the look has to go with it. They couldn't leave my nose and the pink stuff on my face because that would be not getting all the AVM out. So not for cosmetic, it's something that I have to do. It's not even something that I thought was going to happen. I originally went to New York thinking that they were just going to like cauterize my veins again or like embolize them, which is again, putting the glue in the vessel so that the bleeding didn't impact my life so much. But he's just like, oh, we're gonna do it all. And I was like, oh my goodness. I thought it was weird too when he was just like spitting out tissue expander words and new noses and stuff. I was pretty much in shock, but gotta do what you gotta do. People are saying that I have perfect teeth and don't understand why I need dentures, and this part really sucks. I guess my whole life, well, after I met Dr. Wayner, he told me not to have any teeth pulled because I would potentially bleed to death because of the arteries and vessels in my vein, or my face up here, gums. Especially right here is a really sensitive spot for me. I like never touch that, hardly at all, because it bleeds a lot, and the AVM is actually in my upper gum line, and in the video I said it completely eroded my gum line. I must have been nervous and just spitting stuff out, but it hasn't completely eroded it, but it's made a huge negative impact on it. My teeth are just so wiggly in there, like they're barely being held on by like a thread of bone, so they could fall at any time. I could literally pull them out right now if I wanted to, but that would be just not good. So I won't do that, obviously. But yeah, since that has been happening, I have not been able to go to the dentist like at all. My teeth are horrible, they're painful, like it's just not good. Even the ones on the bottom jaw, like people are too afraid to touch and work on until recently, until I got to go see Dr. Wayner again, and he said it was okay for them to do the bottom, so they're working on that now. But yeah, they're just really bad, and I guess in a way, there's something that I just thank God for. Like, in a way, I hate that my upper lip is so huge, but in another way, like my teeth over here are like rotting and they're falling off at the gum line. Like, I still have the root in there, but not the tooth, and it's really embarrassing. Like, I haven't been able to smile normally like in a long time because I'm just so embarrassed by it. Ever since I kind of put my GoFundMe out there last May, it has pictures and stuff on my teeth, which is really hard for me to do, but I was just tired of hiding behind all of it, so I did it. So I guess I've been smiling a little bit more now that pretty much everyone knows what's going on up in there. But you know, since I have a bigger upper lip, it does a really good job at covering my crappy teeth. I could show you guys, I guess. It's really gross though, so if you don't like gross, you should look away. Okay. If you see over here, that's like the nice gums. It's good. And then you see once it turns right here, it's like really red and swollen and it's mushy, and it just bleeds so much. Like I said before, when it bleeds, it like I wake up with like mouthfuls of blood, and like just right before this I had to wait for my teeth to start bleeding, which they're nothing like they used to be since the embolization, but they're still a little bloody. But it could bleed so much where I'd just fill a 44-ounce cup with blood and just like that. So it gets really crazy. It's not just a little blood here and there. But my teeth have become so weak and just literally broke off on me one day, and it's just so bad. But you can see over here, it's just really red and nasty. It's embarrassing. So, like I said, like my top lip's big, but it covers all that mess, and I'm thankful for that. So I'm excited to get all those pulled out, and I'm excited to get a denture, and somebody said that maybe I should get like the teeth implants, and I think that would be awesome. I think I'm going to talk to them about that. Yeah, teeth. Where can I find a husband like that? Dustin is really awesome. I think he's one of a kind, but at the same time, I know that there are many other people out there like that. He has a big giant heart, and he's always there for me, and I'm so appreciative of him. I love him a lot. You know, we're not perfect. We are far from it. We have changed a lot, like, over the last few years. Like, we are way different from the people that we used to be. Um, Nowhere close to perfect, but like I said, like, we're striving to be a better person, like, every single day. Just be better than the person we were yesterday, and I think that we have made great improvements, and I'm excited to keep improving with him and growing and learning with him. Um, I'd literally be lost without him. He's just wonderful in every way. Um, Thank you, Dustin. I love you. The SpongeBob comments are funny. People keep saying, like, I look like I got stung by a jellyfish off SpongeBob, and that's awesome. I've seen, like, tons of SpongeBob episodes. I've never seen that one. If I did, I just didn't remember it. But if you want to look that up for me, go ahead, because I'd love to watch some SpongeBob. That's funny. You guys are silly. People keep complimenting me. Thank you. They tell me I'm pretty, beautiful, and I thank you for that. A lot of people are telling me I should just love myself the way I am and be happy that I have all this stuff, which you have no idea. Like, I am happy. I love myself completely. I really do. I honestly, it's weird, because, like, I like my face. I love my face. I even just keep touching my big little pink nose, and I miss it already. Like, it's what I was born with, you know. It's like what God gave me. He gave me what he gave me for a reason, and I thank him for that. Like, I wouldn't change any part of this in my life, like, for any reason. Like, he's given me the opportunity to change it now, and I thank him for that. But, like, I'm totally fine with all the other pieces of my life and everything that this has to do with. Like, yeah, it gave me a lot of hard points in my life, but it made me who I am today, so I'm thankful for that. And I guess, I don't know, I am happy, and I do love myself. I do. I guess it's just a little bit hard sometimes dealing with what everybody else thinks or something. It's not even that hard, really. It just would be nice to not have that part. And I guess that's what I'm getting soon. So hopefully it all turns out good. The only part I'm kind of nervous about, again, is just, like, the nose part. Like, I know I have a nose that looks funny right now, but I'm okay with that because of my nose. And then having another nose, just, like, I don't know what that's going to look like. It's going to be really weird. I just hope it looks normal so I don't change, like, one deformity, you might say, for, like, another one that I'm not used to. But it'll all work out. I'm not trying to worry about all that. And the most important part is obviously my health and being here with my husband and my children and my family, so all that other stuff is, like, irrelevant. The media news is literally, like, everywhere. I did not expect it to be like that. There are places like London, Turkey, like, everywhere that are sharing my story, and I didn't know it was going to be like that, so it was a little overwhelming at first, and I was like, what in the world is happening? Just some of the flaws that I've seen in the news stories so far. Some of them say that this is filled with helium. There's not helium, there's saline. My head would be floating away if it was helium. Some say it's like a skin condition and a blood condition. It's not. The only reason you can see mine on my skin is because it is just so close to the surface, which turns my skin pink. Most people, like I said before, it's in the brain and the spine, and you can't see it at all, so it's not a skin condition. This is just not a scar. It's actual, like, tissues. I don't know why I have that. It's actual tissues that just have vessels going through them, so it appears pink. Yeah, they just keep saying these are to remove the scar. I do have scars, like, here. Go down and then to the side, because when I was 11, Dr. Weiner actually removed a tumor, like, this big from behind my face. If you look at some of my pictures, you can see the bubble right here, and that was the surface of the tumor. But yeah, I guess it will cover the scar, but mostly it's going to cover the AVM. A lot of them say that I was bullied like crazy when I was younger, and I still am, and that my kids are bullied in school. That is not true. I've been nice to everybody. Like, I know I've been a crappy person here and there, but not so much. I'm pretty much a nice person. Like, I know what it's like to, like, feel like you're being treated badly, so I would never want anybody to feel like that. I always have the, you know, treat others how you want to be treated in the back of my head. So, like, I've always been nice to people, so I guess they haven't really been awful to me back. Like, there's only a few occasions where people made fun of me, and I remember one was in kindergarten where a boy told me it looked like a dinosaur on my face, and then the other boy was like, no, it looks like Texas, and it didn't even bother me. But after school, I remember running and crying to my mom. I don't even know why, but other than that, there's been like a few rotten people here and there, but they don't fully affect my life negatively. I guess I just take it as, I know I'm a good person, I'm a good friend. If you don't want to be my friend because of what I look like, then that's your problem. It has nothing to do with me. But my kids are not bullied either. My kids are very open. Like, my daughter was in school, she would go around and be like, my mom has balloons on her face, they're gonna take off pink, and da-da-da-da, and they're just like, okay. I don't think any of the people who, like, really yelled mean comments at me while I picked up my daughter have said anything negatively to Marlena, so I was just trying to say that I hope that it would never affect them negatively, which it hasn't so far, and I'm really thankful for that. Secret boyfriends. I cannot have a bunch of secret boyfriends. That's silly. No. People are asking about tattoos. This one, my friend Alex gave me when I went to Florida one year. It just says, be the change, because I believe the change starts with you, and nothing is going to change if you don't, and if you think just one person can't make a difference, think again. You can. This, so many people in our area have this. It means, well, the top symbol means family, and the bottom symbol means eternal love and light. My brother actually does tattoos, and he gave so many people this. He put the symbols together, so family and eternal love and light. A bunch of people have them. Even my husband has one. Like, everybody, mom, dad, all of us, sisters, brother. I love it. It's just a good little symbol. These, this says, in the moon of the budding trees, I was gifted new eyes to see all of the shifting, shaping ways you can be. Wake your dreams into reality. That's a song from Medicine for the People. Nako wrote that. It's just amazing. It will positively impact your life if you check him out. It kind of just reminds me of Harmony Park and Going Home. It's a place in Minnesota where there's camping, festivals, music, just fully accepting, loving people, and I think that place made me who I am today. So that's where I got that. People are asking if I used to have dreadlocks, because I think they saw my other pictures and my GoFundMe. Yes, we had dreadlocks for over 4 years. They were getting really long. I love them. I thought I had them right next to me, but I don't. Weird. After I got my tissue expanders put in, it was just so hard to wash my hair. Like, I had stitches all up here and around my ear, and when I woke up, my hair was just full of iodine and blood, and it just caked in there, and Dustin literally had to help me wash my hair and help me take a shower, and it was just so painful because the dreadlocks would ball up with water like sponges, and it was just really painful. And I knew I had to cut them off, but I didn't know how to, because I would have always looked at Dustin's dreadlocks and been jealous or whatever, wishing I didn't cut mine off. And then one day he came downstairs and he just handed me scissors and he's like, cut them off. And I was like, what? Because he's wanted them forever. Like, he never wanted to get rid of them. I know how much he loved them, so it was really hard for me to even cut them off. It felt like I was floating, like I wasn't really there, like it wasn't real life. But he did that, and he did it for me because he knew that I couldn't do it without him. Which, I know it just sounds silly because it's hair, but it meant a lot to him, so I'm really thankful. Just, you know, he's there for me in like every way possible. And then after I cut his hair, I realized, oh my goodness, now I have to cut my hair. I think it took me about 2 days to commit to that. And it feels really weird, but like I said before, I had a problem with my tissue expanders. I had to go back and have them taken out, tested, and put back in. And, you know, that surgery, just from not having the weight of my hair pulling on everything, it made such a big difference. So I guess I am happy that that happened. I think I'll grow them out again someday, possibly. But again, this is already 21 minutes long. I'm sorry. I meant for it to be like 8. Go ahead, go follow my story on GoFundMe if you want. I will post updates and everything like that, and I will have Dustin do that while I'm in the hospital. And I'll try to keep updating the videos and stuff when I can. www.gofundme.com/Jennifer Hiles. Yes, I do have Facebook and everything else like that. My name on Facebook is Jennifer Funk Hiles. Feel free to add me on there. I'd love to hear from you guys too. And anywhere else you want to find me, go for it, I guess. Thank you guys very much. You guys have been really helpful, and sometimes I know I feel like I'm super alone and just having a bad day or like a bad thought or something, and I know that I have support from all you guys, and it really does mean a lot. I feel like, you know, having so much support and having so many things like go so well, that hopefully this is just gonna go so perfect. Like, thank you guys for all your prayers, thoughts, everything. Love you, bye.